Hi, my name is Robin, and I'm about to start a project that I've been considering doing for quite a number of years, actually, and that is to record and post the songs that I've written over the years. I've been writing, singing, and writing for about 48 years, actually, I guess. And these songs have really carried me through some very difficult times in my life over the last 48 years. And they are mostly just actually conversations, you could say, or maybe even prayers that I have between me and the Lord. And I will, as I share these songs, I'll probably give a little bit of background on them as I go. Um, I've been through, as I mentioned, some very difficult times in my life, but these songs that God has given me have helped me to deal with the challenges that I've had to face, and He's proven to be faithful and gracious in my life. And I've, for the last just over 30 years now, I've lived a very blessed life with peace and quiet, whereas through my 20s there was a very difficult time, and it really actually started. The beginning of it all was in about probably maybe 79 or 1980. I made a fateful decision. That was I was sitting in a church. I remember very very clearly, and the preacher was talking about committing your life to the Lord, really being yielded to Him, and I remember sitting there thinking, no, I'm not ready to do that. I'll do that one day, but I was a believer and a Christian and everything, but I didn't really want Him to be the Lord of my life. And I had some things that I wanted to accomplish, and I thought, okay, I'll I'll do that when I'm ready. And God, being gracious, well, He said, okay, you live your life. I'll wait here till you're back. Come back. Unfortunately, and that led me to decisions that I made, and in 1982, I well made a very big decision, and that resulted in the chaos and terrible stress and strain in my life for the next, I guess, about 8 years or so. But anyway, I'll take you through as we go along. I will share some of the insights into the songs and what they mean to me, and how they came to me, and hopefully it'll be a blessing and an encouragement. That's my intent in this, is that I know that there are many people out there that may stumble upon this YouTube channel, which is where I'll be putting them, and hopefully they will find encouragement and a blessing, and maybe a help and a testimony of God's faithfulness. Even though we do make mistakes in our lives, God is still there to bless us and encourage us and to comfort us and to lead us out of difficult times. There's a song I used to sing when I was in, we used to sing in Sunday school called, I don't remember what it was called, but it was, the words go, He took me out of the pit, and from the miry clay He set my feet on the rock, establishing my way. He put a song in my heart, my God to magnify, and he's coming again. Yeah, and He'll take me again to His home on high. And I think about that many times as I thought of the things that I went through in my 20s, where I really was in what I would consider the miry clay, as it were. And but God has set me free from that about 90, early 92, I guess. I made a big move, and I got on a bus with $70 in my pocket, and went to a city a long way away from where I had been, and thankfully God gave me an opportunity to have a new life and a redo, I guess is what as I sometimes I say to people. So anyway, I'm going to share this song with you. This song was actually written in 1977. This is actually pretty much the first song I ever wrote, I think. And it was based on, I would be going to a Bible study, actually was in our home at the time. And just for reference, I graduated from high school in in 1978. So this was, I would have been about 16 or 17 years old, I guess, when I wrote this, somewhere around there. And the Bible study, the man that was teaching the Bible study was talking about how Jesus, that in the ark, Noah's ark, Jesus represents the ark as well, and that we can find protection from the storms of life in Jesus, and He is like the ark, as the ark and Noah's flood, of course. So, anyway, this is the song "Jesus Is My Ark," so this will be the beginning, and we'll see where it goes, and hopefully, I'll be an encouragement and a blessing to anyone who comes along here, and I'll do the best I can. I'm not anywhere near a professional, and I'll just do the best I can. I hope that you're encouraged. What if I turn on the amp? Yep, I'm plugged in. Okay. Jesus is my ark, and He carries me. He lifts me above the waves. Jesus is my rock, and on Him I stand. He anchors me against the wind. And though I fail Him, He is with me. And if I slip, He is by my side. Jesus is my ark, and He carries me. He lifts me above the waves. Jesus is the cleft, and in Him I hide. In His love I safely abide. And though I fail Him, He is with me. And if I slip, He's by my side. Jesus is my ark, and He carries me. He lifts me above the waves. He lifts me above the waves. He lifts me above the waves. You know, one last thing I wanted to mention about this particular song is that I look back on this and other songs that I wrote before. The trials and tribulations came along in my life, which were really my own fault in many ways. But I look back on them and I realize that there's a lot of almost prophetic implications in them, because as I looked forward from this song, I realized that indeed Jesus was my ark, and He did carry me through some very difficult times. He was my rock, and He was certainly the cleft in which I hid when I went through these terribly difficult times in my life. And so I was always faithful. So I look back on this song and I think, wow, yeah, that's right. He really was. I stumbled and fell and made mistakes and everything, but God was always there, faithful. So that will be the message and the theme of the songs that you'll hear as I go forward. And I've got many, many songs, and many times I will be able to share some really deep, I think, and hopefully helpful things for anyone who wants to be encouraged. I hope that that's what I will be able to do with this. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll be posting another one soon, I hope. So thank you.